You're supposed to calculate the actual means, that is X bar and Y bar. Now, what is this X bar and Y bar? I hope you all remember that we were finding out sigma X by N, that is your X bar. Now, similarly, when you find out sigma Y by N, that is going to become your Y bar. So, we will calculate X bar and Y bar, that is the arithmetic actual means. And then we take the deviations. Okay, this is deviations of each of them, which is nothing but X minus X bar. So this is the deviation. And once you take the deviation, you are going to denote that by small x. So anywhere you see small x in the formula, which is nothing but the deviations taken from the arithmetic mean. So small x is X minus X bar. And similarly for Y also you have to take deviations, that is nothing but Y minus Y bar, which is nothing but small y. Okay, which is nothing but small y. And then you are supposed to square these deviations. Whatever data that you get for X and Y, you have to square them. Those are called as squaring the deviations X square and Y square. And then later, apart from squaring them, you also have to calculate X into Y. So this data is supposed to be multiplied, that is X into Y. So what all data do we get? First, we will calculate the arithmetic mean of X and Y. Then we will find the derivations of them, that is small x and small y. Okay, and that total will be taken, and then we will find out the square of the deviations, that is X square and Y square. And also we are going to multiply X and Y values to get us X sigma XY. So at the end, we will be having the major, the values of the total values that we require are sigma X square, sigma Y square, and sigma XY. So sigma X square, sigma Y square, and sigma XY. These are the important values that we would require. So R is equal to, R is nothing but correlation coefficient. Okay, R is nothing but correlation coefficient is equal to sigma xy, that is from here, whole divided by square root of sigma x square into sigma y square. So we are going to use this formula to find out the correlation coefficient. Okay, so these are the steps that we will be using to derive correlation coefficient. Now let us get into the problem directly and understand how it is used, and we will go step by step how it was given before. Now look into the problem. Find the correlation coefficient. Find the correlation coefficient between sales and advertising expenses. So there are two factors that we would see. See, before in your arithmetic mean median mode, how were we doing it? We would have year and then we would have sales. So there was only one factor which we were considering. Year does not matter. Time actually is not that much of a matter here in this particular concept. Okay, but sales was the only factor which we took. But now in correlation and regression, we will be considering two factors at a time. Minimum of two factors is supposed to be considered. So here we are considering the sales and advertising expenditure. Now, if we advertise more by spending money, will our sales increase or decrease? That is what we are trying to arrive at by using correlation. So to find out that, we have to find the correlation coefficient, that is nothing but R. Just now, what is the formula that we saw that we are supposed to calculate? So find the correlation coefficient between sales and advertising expenditure from the following data. They have given us sales in lakhs and advertisement expenditure in thousands. Now, if you see the advertisement expenditure, Now, if you see the advertisement expenditure, it starts from 65 and it ends at 73. So it is increasing. 65, 66, 67, the amount of sales is increasing. Now, how is that increasing? Let us check the advertising expenditure. It started from 66, 67, 64, it went down, again it came up, again it went up, came down. So there is a little differences in the advertising expenditure. But if you see, first year, the advertising expenditure was more than the sales. Second year also the same scenario. Okay, but from third year onwards, you have the sales increasing than the advertising expenditure, which means if I'm spending 10 rupees for advertising, I should at least make 12 rupees in sales. I should have that little of profit that I'm trying to arrive at. So this is your question. We are finding out that correlation between two factors of sales and advertising perfectly using statistics or statistical tool. Now let us start with the solution. But before that, did you understand the problem? Everybody understood the problem? Okay, good. Now let us go to the solution. Let sales be taken as X and advertisement be taken as Y. In few of the problems, they will only give X and Y directly. Okay, instead of giving sales and advertising expenses, they will say this is X and this is Y. But since they have not given here, so we are assuming that sales is going to be taken as X and advertisement is going to be considered as Y. Understood? Okay, now let's go to the solution. Now, which type of correlation are we trying to find out? We are trying to find Carl Pearson's correlation coefficient, and which is denoted by small r. So we are trying to find out Carl Pearson's coefficient, correlation coefficient, and whatever data you had in the question, this data of X as well as Y, whatever data you had in the question is supposed to be copied down in the column here. So X is nothing but sales and Y is nothing but expenditure. Okay. Now, after this, what are the things that we are supposed to find out? Now, we have to find the actual means of the two series. Now, what are the actual means? Which is nothing but arithmetic mean. Now, what is arithmetic mean? Sigma x by n. Correct? Sigma x by n. Now, how many data do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we have 9 data that is available to us for both x as well as y. Now quickly add up all this data of x: 65 plus 66 plus 67 plus 68 plus 69 plus 70, 71, 72, 73. Okay, so this is the sales that we have. So if you add all this, you will get sigma x. Okay, so if you add all this, you get sigma x. Now after getting sigma x, your next step is to find out the arithmetic mean for x. Okay, now let us find the arithmetic mean. So sigma x, what is the total that we got? We got 621, and total number of data that we have is y. The total number of data that we have is 9. So 621 divided by 9. Now if you divide these two, 621 by 9, you get 69 as the arithmetic mean. So what is x bar that we got? 69 is the arithmetic mean. Okay, clear until this x bar? Everybody understood until here? Okay. Now let us find y bar. Now what is y? Y is nothing but expenditure, advertisement expenditure. Now in advertisement expenditure, whatever was given in the problem, 66, 67, 64, 67, 71, 69, 70, 68 and 70. Okay. This full we are going to copy it down in the problem here. Sorry, solution. From the problem to solution, we copy this down. Now again, if you see here, you have 9 number of data only. So add all of them, 66 plus 67 plus 64 plus 67 plus 71 and so on. If you add all of them, the total will be 612. So this is called as sigma y, which is 612. Okay. Now after finding sigma y, now we have to find out y bar. Now y bar is nothing but sigma y divided by n. What is sigma y? 612 and n is 9. So 612 divided by 9, if you do the division, you get 68 as y bar. Okay, we get 68 as y bar. So we found out what is x bar and we found out what is y bar. Now let us go back to the steps. So in that first step, calculate actual means of the given two series of variables x bar and y bar. So we have completed this step. Now what is the next step? Take the deviations of each variable of x series from x bar and denote them as small x. Now let us do this one. Now we already know what is x bar. Okay, one is 69, the other one is 68. So 69 is x bar. So small x is equal to, here write it as is equal to, okay, that will be easy for you to understand. Don't write it as x into, okay. X is equal to x, capital X, that is this data, x minus 69. X minus 69. Now here 65 minus 69, how much do you get? 65 minus 69. You get 4. But first you have the smaller number, so you get minus 4. So minus 4. 66 minus 69. You get minus 3. 67 minus 69. You get minus 2. Then 68 minus 69 minus 1. 69 minus 69 is 0. 70 minus 69 is 1. 71 minus 69 is 2. 72 minus 69 is 3. 73 minus 69 is 4. Okay. So we found out small x, which is nothing but deviations. Okay. Deviations from actual mean. Deviations from actual mean, that is x bar. Understood how to find deviations? And this is small x is equal to capital X minus x bar. Everybody understood till here? I want everyone to reply. Reply in the chat box quickly. Okay. Now, similarly, we also have to find the deviations for y bar. Okay. Now, y bar, what was the mean? 68. Correct? 68 was the mean. So, small y is equal to capital Y minus 68. That is y bar. Okay. This is again is equal to here. So, small y is equal to capital Y minus Y bar. So now consider this part. 66 minus 68 is minus 2. 67 minus 68 is minus 1. 64 minus 68 is minus 4. 67 minus 68 is minus 1. Like this, each and every term you are supposed to calculate. So this will be 71 minus 68 is plus 3. 69 minus 68 is 1. 70 minus 68 is 2. 68 minus 68 is 0. 70 minus 68 is 2. Understood? So we find the deviations from Y bar now. Here it was deviations from X bar, and here it is deviations from Y bar. So this is our step number 2 and 3 that we found out. Take the deviations from each of the variable and name them as small x. Take the deviations from Y series and name them as small y. Okay, understood? Any doubts still here? Now, next step is square the deviations. Now, once we have found the deviations of x as well as y, now you are supposed to square the deviations. How do you square the deviations? Just calculate the square. Multiply them 2 times. Minus 4 into minus 4. So minus into minus is plus, 4 fours are 16. So you get 16. Minus 3 into minus 3. 3 threes are 9. And minus into minus is plus. So it is plus 9. Then minus 2 into minus 2 is plus 4. Then minus 1 into minus 1 is 1. Okay, then 0 into 0 is 0 only. Then again 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, and 4 square is 16. You get the same numbers repeated. So this will give you x square. Similarly, find y square, small y square. So 2 square is 4, 1 square is 1, 4 square is 16, 1 square is 1, 3 square is 9, 1 square is 1 again. Then 2 square is 4, 0 square is 0, 2 square is 4. Now the important totals will start from here. That is, add all the squares that you have calculated. And once you add all the squares that you have calculated, it is going to become sigma x square. Yes, so it's going to become sigma x square. That is nothing but 60. How did I get 60? Just add everything, you'll get 60. Similarly, for y square also, add everything here, you will get 40 as sigma y square. So this completes our next step, that is square these deviations. We also found out x square and y square. Now let us see the next step. Then find the product of each deviations, multiply x and y to find xy. So we already know what is x and what is y. So let us multiply them to calculate x and xy. So we know this is x. Let me choose a different color. So we know this is x. Okay, this column is x. And then we know that this column is y, the one which I have marked in blue. Now multiply both of them. Minus 4 into minus 2. Minus 4 into minus 2. Minus 4, minus into minus is plus. 4 twos are 8. Right? So that is plus 8. Then 3 into minus 1 is 3. 2 minus 2 into minus 4 is 2 fours are 8. Minus 1 into minus 1 is 1. Then 0 into 3 is 0. 0 into anything is 0. Next, 1 into 1 is 1. 2 twos are 4. 3 into 0 is 0. 4 twos are 8. So if you multiply this column and this column, you are going to get x into y. Okay, so this is the another important calculation that we are supposed to do, that is x into y and xy. Total this last column and you get sigma xy is equal to 33. Sigma xy is equal to 33. Okay, so this completes our table calculation. Okay, this completes our table calculation. Any doubts until here? Understand very carefully. They can ask 6 marks, 14 marks questions from this chapter. It is one of the very important chapter in your syllabus. Everyone understood? Okay. Now, once we have done all of this totaling and everything which is completed here, so we finished fifth step also. Now we already have totals of x square, sigma x square, sigma y square and sigma x and y. Now let us apply it into this formula. Now R is equal to, R is nothing but correlation coefficient. R is equal to sigma xy divided by sigma x square into sigma y square. Next, R is equal to sigma xy. What is sigma xy that we had here? 33. And sigma x square is 60, sigma y square is 40. So, 33 is sigma xy divided by square root of 60 into 40. 33 will remain. Multiply these two inside. 60 into 40 will give you square root of 2400. Now, once you calculate square root of 2400, you would get 48.99. So, 33 divided by 48.99 will give you a correlation coefficient of 0.6736. And always remember, this correlation coefficient will range between +1 and -1. Correct? It ranges between +1 and -1. And here we have got the R value. Now, if you remember in the previous class, we understood using a table how to analyze these R values. Now, R value is 0.6736. And I told we will be using this timeline like this to understand the R value, that whatever we have got. So did you all understand the calculation part here before I go to the analysis?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now let us analyze the R value that we have got. Suppose in this timeline, towards your right side is +1 and towards your left side is -1. Okay. And the value in the center is 0. Now, plot where this value of 0.6736 might come. Okay. Now, once you draw the timeline, draw two more points, that is 0.75 and 0.25. Onto the negative side, -0.25 and -0.75. Okay, so these are the important values that we are supposed to have. Now, let us plot this 0.6736. Now, 0.6736, now this is more than 0.25, right? It is more than 0.25, but it is less than 0.75. So which means you can say this 0.6736 lies between 0.25 and 0.75. Okay, 0.25 and 0.75. So if at all a number which exists or which belongs to this category, they are called as moderate degree positive correlation. How it is positive? You have a plus number here. It is plus 0.6736. So if it's between 0.25 and 0.75, then it is a moderate degree positive correlation. Suppose if it is between 0.75 to 1, it is called high degree positive correlation. And if it is between 0 to 0.25, it is called low degree positive correlation. Now, since it is in the center here, it is known as moderate degree positive correlation. Understood? Understood how to do the analysis? This analysis is very important because if you don't analyze, the answer is not complete. The answer only gets completed for correlation once you do the analysis. Okay, so we have moderate degree positive analysis. Between what? There is positive correlation, but between what? Go back to the question. Go back to the question and read the question carefully. Between sales and advertising expenditure. Between sales and advertising expenditure. So here, when you come back, write the conclusion properly. There exists a moderate degree positive correlation. How did we get this? By doing this analysis. Okay, there exists a moderate degree positive correlation between sales and advertising expenditure. Understood? So this is the final conclusion that you can give for the analysis part. Any doubt still here? Everybody understood? Okay, so let us solve one more problem now. Let us solve one more problem. Now the next problem is calculate Carl Pearson's correlation coefficient from the following data. Now here again they have given us price in rupees, demand in 000 units. That is nothing but 1000 units. That is the demand given to us. So price is 21. Okay, just hold on 1 second. Yeah, price is 21 and 22. Let's continue. So they have given us price 21, 22 until 29, and then the demand in the units, that is 1000 units, were from 20 to 14. Now if you see, there is increase, decrease and decrease and decrease. The price is increasing, but the demand is decreasing here. So let us assume here they have not given us what is X and what is Y. So we are going to assume what is X and what is Y. Clear? So it is very easy for now. Don't mix up X and Y. The first one, take it as X, and the second column, take it as Y. That is the most or the easiest way for you to just solve the problem and finish it quickly. Okay, so we will assume let price be taken as X, that is one of the factor, and demand be taken as Y. Even if you take this as X and this as Y, you will still get the answer. Okay, but for easy identification, so that everybody gets the same answer, we will take price as X and demand as Y. Now let us do the table calculation. Now in table calculation, first we have to find out X bar, Y bar. So we will check how much data do we have to know what is N. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Again we have 9 data, which is nothing but N is equal to 9. So we will add all of the x data that is there, and that total of that sigma x is 225. So x bar is nothing but sigma x by n. So sigma x is 225 divided by n, that is 9. Now somebody who can calculate and say me what the answer will be. 225 divided by 9.
25, ma'am.
25.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So 25 is x bar. Next, y is nothing but the demand that has been given to us. So here, if you consider and add all the y values, you will get sigma y. So how do we find y bar? Sigma y divided by n. N is again 9. So sigma y is 153 is the total given, divided by 9 again. So can you say me the value now?
17, ma'am.
17.
17. Okay, so y bar, x bar is 25 and y bar is 17. So first step that we were supposed to find out is the actual mean. So the actual means were 25 and 17. Okay, so that is the first step. Now the second step, step number 2, is find the deviations. So that is nothing but x is equal to x minus x bar, and x bar is 25. So x in the place of x bar, I will write it as 25 here, x minus 25. So 21 minus 25 is minus 4. Okay, 21 minus 24 is minus 4. Then 22 minus 25 is minus 3. 23 minus 25 is minus 2. 24 minus 25 is minus 1. And then so on, you will have to calculate all the deviations. And similarly, small y is equal to y minus y bar is 17. So 20 minus 17 is 3. 19 minus 17 is 2. 19 minus 17 is 2 again. 17 minus 17 is 0. Again 0, minus 1, minus 1, minus 2 and minus 3. You need not total this. You need not total these two columns. There's no not required. But you have to find the deviations. Now once you find the deviations, this completes our step 3. I think this was first. This was step 2 and this was step 3. Now step number 4 is to find the square of the deviations. So these two columns, you have to find out the square of the deviations. So find out square of the deviations. Minus 4 square is 16, minus 3 square is 9, minus 2 square is 4, minus 1 square is 1, and so on. You are supposed to find all the square values. And the same thing you have to do for y also. 3 square is 9, 2 square is 4, 2 square is 4, 0 square is 0, again 0, 1 square is 1, 1, 4 and 9. So once you do this, you would get the values of x square and y square. Now total all the values of x square to get sigma x square, which is equal to 60, and total all the values of sigma y square to get sigma y square is equal to 32. Next, we know what is the deviation, that is small x and small y. So multiply x into y to get the last column, that is xy. Minus 4 into 3 will give you minus 12. Be careful with the signs here. If you have minus into minus, it will become plus. If one of the number is minus, you will have the end number as minus only. So minus 3 into minus 2 is minus 6. minus 2 into 2 is minus 4, minus 1 into 0 is 0, anything into 0 is 0, okay, 0 into 0 is also 0, then 1 into minus 1 is minus 1, 2 into minus 1 is minus 2, 3 into minus 2 is minus 6, 4 into minus 3 is minus 12. So we got what is x and what is the x and y, x into y. Now next, if you total this column, you get sigma xy, which is nothing but minus 43. We get minus 43. Now what are the important totals that we require to solve the problem? First one is sigma x square. Second one is sigma y square. Then we want sigma xy, which is minus 43. Remember these numbers here: 60, 32, minus 43. Okay, so this completes our table calculation. Any doubts in the table calculation? Okay, now let us put that into the formula. R is equal to correlation coefficient is equal to sigma xy by square root of sigma x square into y square. So minus 43 divided by square root of 60 into 32. Now here 60 into 32. So after this you can write minus 43 divided by square root of, write the total of 60 into 32. And then when you find the square root, you get 43.8178. Now when you divide minus 43 by 43.8178, you will get a minus value of correlation coefficient. If you see here, it is minus. Okay, so this is your correlation coefficient. This time it has come in minus. Now again we have to do the timeline analysis with plus 1 on right side, minus 1 on the left,